G'day everyone, and welcome to what will be one of the final live streams for the Camping with Mates weekend coming up very, very soon. I hope everyone's as excited as what we are. We've done a lot of work in the background. We hope you guys are going to have a great time. We've got the Wixinator in with us tonight. He's going to talk about a few things, and there's Roachy there as well, and Landy's in the background. So
evening, everyone.
G'day, everyone. How's everyone going?
Yeah, hope you're all well. So last Sunday, Mary and I went out to the campground, and we had a look around out there. We just wanted to make sure that everything was sort of still on track, and it is. It's looking really good. The bottom area that we'll be in sustained a lot of damage, as you can remember, from the floods that I think were back in April. And they got another bit of a licking there only about a month ago. So everything's on track to be up and running for us. The weather forecast is looking good. I don't believe that there's any other chance of any significant rain between now and 3 weeks. So that's really, really good. So I just wanted to sort of, I spoke to Rod and Marie. They're our hosts out there at the Williams River Caravan Park. Don't be frightened, guys, if you've got any questions or queries or whatever, to give them a call and just discuss it with them. They're really nice people. Marie was saying that there might be a chance, depending on the site that you booked, that you may not be able to actually get on that actual site because there's still a little bit of standing water around. So I guess just to be prepared that you may get a phone call from Marie just saying, look, that site that you booked, we're going to put you on a different one. So I just wanted to sort of let you know that that would possibly be the case. So don't be upset too much, if you don't get the one that you actually booked, but they'll do the best to accommodate us as they can because of the weather events. Wixie, I'll throw it over to you, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. How's everyone going? I see we've got Marco and Landy in the chat. If anyone wants to say good day, jump in there. The boys are in there talking to everyone. So this week, Paula and I finished the second round of the Camping with Mates shirts. So they're all in the post now. So keep an eye out for the postman. They shouldn't be too far away. They were all sent on Monday. I noticed there's a few people starting to get theirs already, so it won't take long for all them to land on your doorstep. So that's the last of the shirts before the event. We've got the wood-fired pizza banquet on the Friday night. So there's still time to get your order in for that. The people that are still keen on the pizza, more the merrier. We've got wood-fired banquet. So I've put a few photos up on the page of the photos that are actually from that company and their recent weddings and stuff that they've done. So I've been keeping a close eye on that. They've been very busy. They look very popular, so something to look forward to. But we'll stop taking orders for that on Wednesday, the 10th of September. That'll allow us to get final numbers to the caterer, that they can get all the ingredients and all of that sorted. So yeah, Wednesday the 10th is the cut-off for that, everyone. So get your orders in, $20 ahead. And as we've said before, that $20 has been subsidised. It's usually $28. So there's been some generous donations from the great people in this community. So we've been able to subsidise the cost of that pizza. So we've managed to be able to pass it on to you guys not at full price. So that's fantastic to everybody that's helped out there. Coffee van will be there Saturday and Sunday. Serendipity Coffee, that's a local company. They serve at that park a lot. They're very popular. They'll have some little baked goodies and cakes and slices and things like that. So beautiful warm hot coffee of a morning. I'm sure that'll help with helping soak up the night before. We've got a bit of a slideshow coming up shortly. So you'll see that all the boys have been working very hard in the background, putting the finishing touches. You can see our banner there that Brad and Mary have organised for us. We've got 3 banners. So everybody will be able to see as they drive in where to go. You'll spot us from Raymond Terrace, I'd imagine.
If anyone's curious as to the shoes in that slide, these were organised through Brett Hogan at SMG. He's been fantastic. So we've got 3. The banners are 2 meters by 1.8, and they came rolled up and folded up. So he wanted them just to go out in the sun, just so that the vinyl could iron them out, basically. So Mary put some of her shoes on the corners to stop it from curling up. So that's why the shoes are there. But yeah, that's the reason. But they're a really good looking banner, and they'll be up down in the areas that we'll be in, and you won't be able to miss us. As Wixie said, you'll probably be able to see us from Raymond Terrace.
Yeah.
We've got some gifts for everyone. So everyone that'll be at the event will receive a stubby holder and a couple of stickers, and that's a gift from the organisers. Thanks everyone for the support, and yeah, they come up quite well.
Yeah, they look great. They do look really good. Black
really
and then the green background looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, mate. That's really good.
Yeah, there's some pictures of the cute little coffee van. The lady that runs it's a lovely lady, and she'll hang around for as long as she's needed.
Yep.
Is even happy to come back Monday for the stragglers that are still there. So get in and support her. There's some photos of the Wood-Fired Pizza Company that'll be there on the Friday night. So their photos off their Facebook page. So if anyone would like to check them out before they purchased it, the company name is the Wood-Fired Pizza Company out of Newcastle. So very popular. They do a lot of weddings and a lot of bigger functions. So Tony there's been very helpful and is looking forward to coming down and cooking everyone up a beautiful pizza. So it's banquet style. You don't order a pizza. So basically all you can eat. They've got a full menu that they will cook so many of each one, and they'll just keep bringing them out. We've got a few people that'll be helping us serve. Nathan Schilling's put his hand up, so he'll be on the servery and just serving them out to everyone. But eat as much or as little as you like, and they'll hang around, probably cook up a few extras and put them in boxes for us, and then they'll head off, and we'll have some leftovers for the late night stragglers.
Yep. Yeah.
Excellent. That's really good. Yeah, so I hope, as I said before, I hope everyone's excited. We can't wait to see you guys down there. It's going to be great. It's fantastic. The river was up a little bit, but as you'd expect, but that's nothing serious down there, and it should all be back to normal by the time we get there on the 19th. So we'll be there the week earlier. Rochi and I, at least, will be there. I think Wixie's coming down a few days earlier as well. So we'll be all set up and have everything there and ready to roll for you. And don't forget, if you want to go around and see a bit of the Hunter Valley area, there's lots to see. Come, a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier, whatever you can do. Just be aware that I think just after the camp is school holidays, New South Wales school holidays, about a week later, I think. So that might be an impediment for accommodation, but I'm sure that if you got down a week earlier, there's a lot to see around here. Beautiful Port Stephens is only, an hour away. Newcastle itself, Lake Macquarie, the wineries, everything like that. So there's probably going to be a lot of wine consumed in the tent for the ladies on one of the nights anyway. So it's looking like it's going to be a great event. So we're really looking forward to it. Rochi, have you got anything that you need to add?
Yeah, so this weekend coming, we're going to go to Clarenstown for the recce for anyone who's coming along. We'll go there and camp Friday and Saturday night. Some people are staying just one night, but Brad, myself, Wixie and Landy are going to stay 2 nights, and we're just going to go through things with the caretakers for one, and just make sure everything's settled for next month, and we're good to go. Pretty much the reason for the recce is just to clarify last minute things and make sure everyone's going to have a great time. So yeah, anyone that's joining us this weekend, can't wait to see us. Anyone that can't make it, we'll see you next month anyway. So yeah, we'll be there. We'll probably do a live feed next week or the week after about the recce and how it all went, maybe, but we'll see. Yeah.
Just another couple of points. As you're coming through into Clarencetown, you'll be going through a little township called Seaham. Basically, after you go through Seaham, headed towards Clarencetown, just be on the lookout. There's a bit of rain damaged pavement that's come through, and I want to thank Newey Joe for letting us know that. So I can't see him in the chat there, but you might see it later on. Just be careful. There's a few decent sized potholes, which I presume will be well and truly fixed by then. That will have been, that was last weekend that I saw it like that as well. So you've just got to have your head screwed on. It's a pretty good road. It's not a bad road at all, but there is just a bit of rain damaged pavement. So just be careful coming in. That's about it as far as I can remember. Was there anything else, guys, that we...
If I could just say too, if anyone gets a phone call from the Clarencetown Holiday Park concerning their site down the bottom, so as Brad was saying, he went out there last weekend and had a bit of a look, and yeah, we have had flooding. It's been unprecedented flooding in the last 6 months. Last 5 years we haven't had any, but yeah, it's obviously been a bit of flooding, but it's okay now. It's all dry. There is just one section right down the bottom, right next to the river, which some people might have to move just slightly higher. So the reason for that is it's just so boggy, and they don't want to actually drive cars on it and ruin it any further. So yeah, we'll just slightly move people around. So if you get a phone call, don't panic. It's just, yeah, they might move you from one site to the other. That's all.
Yeah, they're all good sites, but
Yeah.
just some of them, as you say, Rachel, just down near the river, there's still a little bit wet down there, and that probably won't dry out in time. It may, if we keep getting some nice days and some wind, they may dry out, but that call will be made, I'm guessing, probably a couple of days out if they do have to move people. But it's just a bit of a heads up so that if that does happen, you'll know that that's what it's all about. So
yep, exactly.
It's all about that. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Are there any comments in the chat that we need to look at? It's been scrolling through, but I haven't really been able to keep a close eye on it. Gidgee asked there before if Brett from SMG was coming. No, mate, he's not. He's not coming down. But he's been a great help in getting those banners organised.
Yeah.
Terry G and Robin are already on their way. So, guys, travel safely, please. Yeah. And we can't wait to see you on the 19th, mate. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Nathan Schilling is there talking to Gidgee. There's Mr. Buccarini. Is there any chance of a tag along on Stockton Beach? Yeah, absolutely. Stockton Beach, you've got to have a pass for, and you can buy them for 1, 2, 3 days, a month. Obviously, no one's going to need it any longer than that. There is another section of the beach, which is Samurai Beach, which is a little bit further north. But just be aware, Buck, it is clothing optional. So it might be a bit of a shock. But anyway, it's a nice beach, and it's a good, easy access to come in. But it is free, and it's a lot of area. If you've ever been on to Tiwa, it's very similar to that in that there's a long way at low tide. There's a long way between the sand dunes and the actual water line. So beautiful hard packed sand to drive on. It can get a little bit rough going in because there's a lot of vehicles that go in there, and it's very, very soft sand, but no different to getting on and off any other beaches pretty much. But we can organise that. That'd be a great afternoon actually. Yeah. But even if we did
probably only about 40 minutes drive to get on the beach from the campground, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's not that far. It's basically up. It'll probably, well, if you're allowed an hour, I reckon. From there, because you've got to get out of Clarence Town and then head up to the bay. So if you're allowed an hour, that's plenty.
Go straight down Levis Lane past the Maccas and keep going straight ahead through the lights there.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Bucks just said, I want to go and have a look at where the old Signal Squadron used to be at Stockton. I'm pretty sure that's just off where the Stockton Bridge is now. So
it is. Yeah.
You can't get down that far on the beach. It is roped off, that area, but we can drive around that way. Certainly, that's not a problem. And yes, we did see that from the plane. You're right, in that plane flight that we went on a couple of years ago. But it'll be interesting for you, especially, Buck, to see that from ground level because you've seen it from the air. So, yeah. But no, there's heaps to do around there, folks. And don't forget, Stolzy is organising the Fighter World tour. So that'll be really good. From memory, they've got an F-18, a classic F-18 in there. They've got an F-111. They've got a Mirage, I believe, in there as well, which was the older fighter before the F-18. And there's also a really good viewing deck, and there's a nice cafe there if you want to go and grab some lunch and whatnot. That's attached to the actual fighter world, but it is on the actual RAF base. So you can access it from the main road, and they're great to sit there and watch the planes take off and land. There probably won't be many there. They don't normally fly over weekend, but if you got there a few days early, you could certainly go down and sit at the end of the runway, and you'll see stuff that you've never seen before. It's crazy. It really is. We're a bit used to it, living where we live. We hear the jets go over all the time, and we see them. But for anyone that's never seen, an F-35 in the air, they're pretty darn spectacular. As well as the Wedgetail, the big, I think they're an E7, the 737 airframe that acts as our AWACS. So they're there as well, and you'll see them as well as all the commercial aircraft coming in and out of the airport as well, because it's Newcastle's main airport. You're right, Buck. Fort Scratchley is a definite must-do. That's in actual Newcastle proper. So I've been talking too much, guys. You got anything to say?
Wixie, you go.
No, you're right, mate. Into it.
All right. Just wanted to say too, on the Saturday, obviously we're going to have the damper comp at certain time. We're not going to have a definite time. We'll just see how things are going, and we'll work it out from there. But at 4:30 p.m. we're going to have the and Gidgy Gorilla asked this earlier. Are we having rum tasting tent? We're going to have a what the girls have called a wine tasting, but also a margarita or a slushy. Girls are going to bring their slushy machines, and they're going to make some cocktails. So it'll be the cocktail tent. And I remember Gidgy saying earlier he might show up in a skirt and wig just to blend in and try and get some. But I don't know. I think we'll do something with the boys as well. So yeah, it's not just all for the girls; it's for everyone. Speaking of Gidgy, does anyone have a tranquilizer gun that we can actually borrow for the weekend? Yeah. I've seen Gidge on the rum and the beers, and we might need a tranquilizer, folks. Sorry, Wixie, go ahead, mate.
No, you're right. I just wanted to give everybody a bit of a shout out for the support that you've shown and thrown our way, especially those people that are driving quite long distances. Got Lukey Reed, Landy's brother, coming over from Tasmania. We've got Buck and Roz coming down from far north Queensland up at Innisfail, so that's a huge effort for them to make it all the way down to New South Wales. Terry and Robin from Harvey Bay, Jack and Mahalina from Harvey Bay, and I'm sure I've missed a few, but there's some quite extensive distances people are coming to the event, so that spurs us fellas on to make sure that we show you guys the best time we can, and yeah, I think it'll be a great time. haven't got too many huge events planned, but it'll be a good chance for everybody to rekindle those friendships that we've formed over the years from different events, from the chats of the different YouTube people that we follow. Buck's been instrumental in what he's doing for the community, and yeah, we'd like to just to help keep that dream alive and continue to run events like this.
Yeah, well said, mate. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are making big commitments to get down here, and we appreciate it because, I mean, you know, we love showing our area off. We think we live in the best part of Australia, and I'm sure everyone thinks that. But we're looking forward to showing it off to you. 3 days is going to go quick. So that's why I'm saying, you know, if you can possibly make it down a little bit earlier or stay a little bit later, I think you'll be well rewarded in doing that because everything's so central. So it's really good. I'm really looking forward to it. It should be great. Yeah. And
for the people that are coming early, you won't be on your own. Brad and Mary, myself, Rochi, Donna, Paula, we'll all be there early. We'll be there from the Monday. So anyone that's thinking about if they've got some days at the front up their sleeve, come in early. I'm sure that we could all just walk up to the pub and have a pub lunch. There'll be plenty of people there to chat to. You won't be on your own. So feel free to come in early and hang around later. There's plenty of people that I can see on the list that are still booked into the Monday and Tuesdays after the event. So don't feel like on the Sunday or the Monday you have to take off early. If you've got plenty of time, hang around.
Yeah, good point, mate. Good point indeed.
Yeah.
And if there's enough interested and we're there and we can maybe, and it's a nice day, we can duck over onto Stockton Beach or onto Samurai. That'll be good. There probably won't be that many people there this time of year, although the weather's looking really good. I've looked at the long range forecast and we're looking towards the early to mid 25, like 20 degrees areas, so 24, 25 degrees on those days that we're going to be there. So, and on the lead up, so spring is in the air, folks. It is on the way back, so it's really good.
Yeah.
All right. If there's no other questions, I'm just having a look through there. Buck reckons he's going to fly a Maroons flag. There might be some accelerant and an ignition source used there, maybe.
I'd say so.
You're probably right. Yeah. Samurai doesn't require a pass. That's correct, Karen. It doesn't. No. But what's the name? Stockton Beach does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Samurai is good. It's if you haven't been off, if you've never driven through the sand before, it's a good opportunity to test your skills out. There's about maybe a K.5, maybe 2K run in there, which comes down through a fairly tight, windy track right near the Koala Sanctuary. Actually, that's another really good place if you get the time. Pretty much right beside that track is the Koala Sanctuary. They've got a hospital there, and one of my old mates actually does some volunteering there and showing people around. So he would certainly be a good bloke to go and see. But especially if you've got kids too, you know, seeing the koalas up close and personal. But yeah. Yeah, so nothing else.
We'll do one more live feed when after this weekend. We'll get plenty of photos and give everyone the last update, what the park's looking like. And if anyone's got any final requests or questions, we can address them then. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. This won't be our last one, but it'll be one of the last ones. So
Lindy's put up a good question there. Who in the chat has not been to one of the these community events yet? If you haven't, you're in for a treat. It's been fantastic. A lot of us have been to 2 or 3 of them. So there's some long-term people in the community, guys like Greg Campbell and Bob Asser that have been to all of them. Buck, that's not only been to them but held them as well. If you haven't been to one, you'll make some lifelong friends very quickly.
You will. Yeah,
absolutely. Good point. Don't forget too, also, folks, that the little village of Clarencetown has an IGA there. They've got a baker, from memory, and I think a butcher shop. There's a pub that's only just down the road. So if you want to go and grab a meal one night or something like that, or a lunch or whatever you want to do there, or go down for a couple of beers one afternoon, it's all pretty much within walking distance. Maybe not staggering distance though, but certainly it'd be a nice 10-minute walk anyway. So there's always supplies around, very, very close. So if you've forgotten something, not difficult to stock back up again. Yeah. All righty. If there's any final questions, please throw them in the chat. We'll have a look at them and see if we can answer them for you. Yeah, nothing there that I can see. Support local. Yeah, absolutely, Nathan. That's the way it goes. You know, there's all these little villages have to survive on what would be just basically locals, because there's not really that much around. It's a fairly decent drive back into Raymond Terrace. That would be the biggest town that would be close to Clarencetown. And it's a decent drive. It'd be at least half an hour probably to get back in there. So these little villages need to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question there for you, Rochi. Firewood.
Wixie?
The Rowies have asked, what's the go with firewood?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, firewood's going to be supplied for our communal fire. But if you want your own little fire at your own little area, then you'll have to buy it from there's a couple of little towns nearby that sell firewood, and the camping area sells firewood, but not a very large amount. So yeah, the communal fire will be fully. We will bring the firewood for that, so no one will have to worry about that. It's only if you want to have your own little campfire, but we'll have the big communal fire pits. So I think everyone will congregate around the fire pits. Landy and Brad have both been busy collecting firewood over the last couple of months, so we've got a huge stack of firewood. We just got to transport a few more loads, but that's it. So yeah, it'll be great. I can't wait for that, and we'll all get to stand around the fire and have a chat and a beer and whatever else comes about.
Yeah, it'll be
Brad
great.
Howe's in charge a lot in the fire.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any chicken fat, is there? No chicken fat? No, I don't think so. Anyone that was at Goombra, there was a bit of an incident that Buck was making his curry chicken, or green curry chicken, I think it was, and he thought the cream had split, the coconut cream had split, and but it wasn't. It was actually the chicken fat that came out of all the chicken wings and everything. Apparently, they're very, very fatty, and so we scooped it off and we put it into a big bowl. And I thought, and someone wanted to tip it down the sink. I said, no, don't do that. The park owners won't be very happy with you, Brad and Teresa. So I said, no, it's all right. I'll just go and throw it on the fire. Oh, well, it was like throwing petrol on the fire. There was a flame that went about probably 15 feet in the air. Everyone that was sitting in the first row back from the fire pit got their eyebrows singed. So I've got to stay right away from those things, apparently. Yeah.
I think so.
No go zone.
Yeah,
Wanderer's on tonight. G'day, Wanderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, g'day, Rob.
Wanderer. Yeah. No, it's great to see everyone on tonight. And I'd just like to say too, just one final thing is thanks everyone for your support. The Facebook page has nearly 500 members on it, so we're up to 498. So yeah, that's great. And I went to Mr. Buckarooni's camp out in Harvey Bay, and I absolutely loved it. And when the boys asked me if I wanted to jump on board and help out with this one, there was no second thoughts. So I jumped straight onto it, and I'm happy to be part of it, and very. I enjoy doing what I'm doing and helping out, and I can't wait to see everyone down there next month. And just like to say, everyone travel safe, and we'll see you soon. And that's it for me.
Good stuff. Thanks, Rochi.
No worries.
All right, so we might end it there. We've been on 31 minutes nearly. So if anyone has got any further questions, don't hesitate. Jump on Facebook. If you've got any questions regarding the caravan park, the holiday park, don't hesitate to get on to Marie and Rod there. They're lovely people. If they don't answer the phone, please leave the message. They'll get back to you. They really will.
Yeah, they will.
They are really good people. So, yep.
We've got a question there about
guys.
We've got a question there, Brad, about is there any sites left?
I believe there are.
Chris H.
Okay, sorry, I must have missed that one.
Yeah, Chris H has just messaged. Not many campsites left, but if you do require one, they could squeeze the last couple of sites in. So if you haven't booked and you do want to come, I would jump in very quickly.
Yeah.
But we will have the park to ourselves.
Yes. Yeah, if it's not a sellout, it's darn close. So, and all the powered sites are all gone up the top area, and it's just a very quick walk down the embankment to get to the lower area anyway. But for those people that have got vans, that needed power and water, there is water down the bottom, but there's no power down there. So just be aware of that.
Yeah.
All right.
On the next live feed, we'll confirm exactly how many numbers it turned out to be for pizzas as well as attendees. But we're up around the 130, 150 pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So
that'll give you a fair indication of how big it is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone planning on fishing? I don't know, mate. Jump on Facebook and whack a question up there if you want to do some fishing. But you'll be able to fish from the bank there. You don't necessarily need a boat. But I don't know what sort of fish would be in there at the moment. That's had a decent flush, and the weather and the water is quite brown, as you can imagine, with all the dirt that's run into the river. So just be aware of that. But
if anyone has any other questions on that or anything, just put it up on Facebook, and myself, Marco, or Landy, or anyone will answer it as soon as we can. So
yeah. All right.
You see Terry G there. Big shout out to Terry and Robin. They're already on their way. They're near the border, so keeping us updated with all the photos of, especially the solo art on their way down. That's fantastic. Keep it going, guys. We really enjoy keeping up with your travels and all the little places that you're dropping into on the way down. So thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, and most of all, be safe, guys. Just be careful.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay, so we all good? We all done? Sound like an auctioneer, don't I?
Any questions, people? Put them up. I think everyone's keen to see Buck do some fishing by the look of those comments.
Yeah. Jack Turtle's got a question. Do you need a license there on the river? Answer to that, yes, Jack, you do.
You do, yeah.
New South Wales, you have to require a fishing license. Marco put up a post on the Facebook page about 8 months ago about it. I'll get him to put that up again and just let people know.
Yeah. No, all good. All righty. Okay, so if anyone can pick who I am, I've only done this personally. I've only done this once, so I think we did okay tonight. But there's a famous YouTuber around that's very active in the community, and that probably started the community. And how do I bloody end this again? There it is. End stream. All right, everyone. Good night. Take care. Really looking forward to seeing you guys in 3 weeks' time or thereabouts. And safe travels if you're traveling any distance. And if you've got any questions, as the boys have already said, don't hesitate to jump on the Facebook page and whack a question up there, or ring the holiday park. They're great people. So, all right. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Wixie, and thanks, Rochi, for your time.
No worries.
Thanks to Landy in the background there. He's been running the chat, and also Marky Lavelle. Couldn't have asked for 4 better blokes to get this stuff organised with. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been really good. All right.
Thanks.
Good night, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you in 3 weeks.
Fantastic.
Thanks. See you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.